guys, what is up? My name is PandaMaster, and welcome to my spoiler-free review of episode 6 of 30 Coins. Let's talk about Holy War. I'm excited. We've got 2 more episodes left in the season. I looked it up. I keep looking, like, after every episode I look, and I'm like, have they renewed it for season 2 yet? Because, like, man, I hope we get more. At this point, it's like, come on, man, come on. And there still has been no official announcement of season 2, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed because I cannot get enough of this show. The double was just such a killer episode, and now I'm ready for, Holy War, which I think done a lot of great stuff, and the Lord continues to bless us with Megan Montaner, and y'all know what I'm talking about, Also, every episode that Mirce lives is an episode that my heart continues to cry. Because I hate her so much. She gaslights the shit out of Paco. That is just fact. Like, she is literally, anytime Paco literally has any empathetic thought or ethical thought whatsoever, Mirce steps in there to be like, no, you have to provide for me. Like, shut up. You are not relevant. You do not matter. You are small and tiny and stupid and dainty and shouldn't exist. You just go run your little stupid hotel in peace and let Paco do his own thing because he doesn't need you. You're toxic. You're terrible. And yeah, that's just all I had to say. And that's not like I don't blame I say she's a terrible character in the sense that not that she's poorly written or whatever, just I don't even want to say I love to hate her because I don't, but it's still good writing and stuff. I just hate the character and can't wait until she's dead. It's just because I love Paco so much that I'm like, Mirce, go away. You're not needed. Anytime I see her, I'm just like, ugh. Literally, I'm not exaggerating. Anytime she is in a scene, I'm always side-eyeing her or wishing she just wasn't there or alive. Yeah. There's so many innocent people getting killed in this show. Why can't Mirce be one of them? She's not even innocent, I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out she's behind everything. I don't know. Yeah, she can go away. No one needs Mirce. But yeah, a lot of great stuff. It's really cool to see where Padre goes this episode. I think there's some cool developments there. I'm really interested to see what happens to him next episode because, honestly, I'm trying to come up with a good thing that has ever happened to this dude this season. He's just been kind of beat down. Honestly, all of them have. I mean, Elena's got to have sex. I guess that's okay. I mean, I'm just trying to think. Paco. Yeah, nah. Paco and Padre have just kind of gotten a beat down this season. And Elena has too. She got some sex. That's about the only good thing that's happened. She ran away with Roque or whatever. Roque, I think is how you pronounce it. But, everybody's just getting absolutely crapped on in this show, and except for Mirce, why, and you'd be like, oh, well, she's suffering. No, she's not suffering. She's being insufferable. That's what I say. Get rid of her. Why can't Antonio just slit her throat or something? That's what I'm calling season finale. I'm calling it. Antonio just walks right up and please, I'm speaking it into existence. But yeah, I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to see as much of Santoro this episode because I think he's probably the most intriguing character. I would like to know more. I thought the stuff we learned about him in the double was really, really interesting. And, not that I don't understand why, because he makes appearances in this episode. It's just, his role is lessened, obviously. But, I would love to know more about his character and how he got to be. I mean, just looking at how everything goes, like, this is such an interesting show. It's so centered in, like, the Christian faith, right? But it's not like a religious show. Like, this ain't Veggie Tales, you know? Like, it's not like, this isn't exactly painting Christianity in a negative or in a positive light, but not even necessarily in a negative either. Like, I wouldn't say this show just exists to crap on Christianity. It's not really doing that. But also, like, it's not really being like, oh, just follow God and everything will be fine. And I appreciate that a lot, you know, because I think a lot of shows that tend to involve themselves with religion have a very serious stance one side or the other. Like, either it's a good thing or it's a really bad thing, you know? And this kind of tends to take a sort of unbiased approach at it, which I appreciate. And so, yeah, I just think it's another great episode. I have yet to be disappointed by this show. And yeah, if I could ask for one thing, I mean, I absolutely love the monster scene in Cobwebs, and I love the monster scene in The Double. I want more monster scenes. I understand why that doesn't exist, because I'm sure that takes a lot of the budget, but like, HBO Europe, if you're watching this, if you're listening to me, which you're probably not, give these mans some more budget for season 2. Let them run with it, because they will use it well, let me tell you. I mean, it comes down to the discussion of, like, lightsabers in Star Wars, right? Like, they were all over the place in the prequel trilogy, and then they got kind of like, because in the prequel, or in the sequel trilogy, not sequel trilogy, the original trilogy, they used them sparingly, and people were like, oh, we want more lightsabers, so they did in the prequel trilogy, and they're like, oh, that's dumb. And so, you know, maybe conservatism is the way to go, but I just think the monster scenes are really cool. And it's cool in that it's not an action sequence, right? Like, Elena and Padre aren't fighting these creatures, really. Like, they're mostly kind of running away and trying to survive, right? In a typical, like, horror fashion, right? It's not action, it's horror, right? And that's one thing, is the first episode started off as, like, gothic horror, and now it's just kind of went into a drama. I think I would like to see some more, you know, horror put into it, because it's kind of strayed away from that a little bit. Like, I feel like the first half of the show, like, I think Memories and Holy War especially, like, they don't really have any horror elements to them. And so I think the show could benefit from a little more injection of the horror genre in there. Just because I think, you know, I think it benefits from it. However, again, I don't think any of this is bad. Like, you know, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying learning more about it. It's just, I'm sure some people watching this that are just, like, straight horror fans are probably not enjoying this as much, because it is very heavy on the drama and the, you know, the politics of it all and everything, and just kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of the story, which, again, I appreciate. I don't find any faults in that. It's just, you know, they do need to worry about that balance, right? Because they're, like, if someone were to watch Holy War, they would not say this was a horror show, right? And that's what it is technically classified as. It's a mystery horror series. And so, I mean, it's got plenty of mystery, but, you know, it is a little on the meh side for the horror. So, you know, that would probably be my one thing to, like, really, like, actually legitimately work on as a whole for the show, would be to, if they want this to be a horror show, to hone in a little bit on that and, you know, make that a little more of a focus in the show. But I also, again, think it has to do with budget, in that I'm sure that this didn't have a super big budget, being, you know, not American, because we spend way too much money on things, and, you know, the first season, that sort of thing. But, you know, maybe with season 2 they can improve upon that. But let me know what you guys thought down in the comments. I love all the discussions we have on 30 Coins. I love talking about it, because, like I said, I don't know anybody who watches this show. I mean, I'm all alone here, and I would love to talk about it with people. So let's have a discussion down in the comments below. Like if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know what else you guys want to see. If you have anything else you want me to cover, let me know. I'll be sure to try and cover it. And without further ado, I will see you guys next time for whatever it is I'm doing. All right, See ya.